Hi, my name is Danielle Pai, and this message is for anyone who's ever felt like they failed at anything. And I think it's safe to assume we've all felt like we failed at something. And in those times, it's important to remember that we failed at the thing, but we are not failures. In fact, if we go through life and we never fail at anything we try, it's quite possible that we're not trying or challenging ourselves enough. So, learning to grow from those setbacks. One of the things that happens often when I'm coaching is someone will make really great progress, and then all of a sudden they'll cancel some sessions, they'll disappear. I might email and say, "Is everything going okay?" Sometimes I hear back, sometimes I don't. And that person will usually show back up month, 2, 3 months later. And this happens multiple times, right? It's a common theme. And what I hear when people come back is they felt like they were making good progress and they had a setback and they feel like they failed. They feel that like they're letting me down, which will never happen because I'm just here to support and I'll always be your biggest cheerleader. But they also feel like they've let themselves down or they failed and they get in a little bit of that downward spiral. So we all experience this, myself included. There are times where we feel like we're not progressing the way we want to, or we might feel like a little burnt out. And the one thing that I tell myself that I would encourage you to tell yourself is that this is a time of transformation. Because anytime I've gone through that kind of setback where it feels bad in the moment, I've always come back stronger with new energy, with a new sense of what I want to create, a new sense of direction. So instead of looking at that state as failing, think of it as almost like a chrysalis, right? So the caterpillar's going in the cocoon and they're going to come out a butterfly. So when you feel this state of, oh, I just don't have the energy, then is the time to pull out all of your self-care stops, practicing self-compassion and mindful meditation. Getting out in nature is a big one, at least for me, probably for you also. Getting a little bit of exercise in, even if it's some low impact yoga or going for a walk. Practicing gratitude, noticing the good around you and expressing that gratitude. And for me, journaling, and I know for others, journaling your emotional processing and what's happening. You might have others as well. So during this time, honoring this time of transformation, taking a break and pulling in some of these self-care tools. And finally, it might be asking yourself, what do I need for myself in this moment? How can I honor this process? And a lot of times this shows up when we're under stress. So we realize that it might be also looking at the stresses around us and how we can mitigate those. What are some changes we might need to make? And I would encourage you to try to generate just a little tiny bit of hope and excitement, no matter how small. And it could be as simple as reminding yourself, I honor this transformation process because I know I will return stronger. So please know, again, well-being is not linear. We have these what appear to be setbacks, but to me, it's an opportunity for transformation and growth. So be sure to honor yourself and honor that process. Thank you for joining me.